Every June, in a different corner of Canada, thousands of quilters descend on a new city for Quilt Canada. Convention halls are packed for the premier quilting show in the nation. In 2022, it was hosted in Vancouver, in 23 Halifax, where my sister Judie and I did not miss a stitch. In 2024, it was back west to Edmonton, where over 17,000 people packed the Edmonton Convention Centre. This year, 2025, it hit Toronto, and it was amazing. Founded in 1981 by a group of visionary quilters, the Canadian Quilters Association launched Quilt Canada. It's now 44 years strong and still growing. Quilt guilds from all over the country organize chartered bus trips, some driving hours just to spend a single day at the show. People lined up at vendor booths like it was Black Friday. This isn't just a quilt show, it's a pilgrimage. Quilt Canada is a juried show. You enter anonymously, you submit pristine photos, your artist statement, and then you wait. A group of expert judges score every detail. The quilts that are accepted are the best of the best. So my sister Judie entered in 2025. She didn't tell us at first. She was very secretive. This show only accepts 130 quilts a year. That's out of hundreds of entries across the country and beyond. And there's over $30,000 in prizes. Judie waited for weeks, no word. And then the email, she was accepted into the show. After landing at Pearson, it was a short hop to the convention center. I made a beeline for the show, dodging quilters and clutching my camera. I'm chasing after Judie. Is there a ribbon at the end of this dash? This is called a Founders Award. So this would have been, an award that's given for excellence by the Quilters Association. And I just want to show you this. It's a red work, so it's machine quilted. Get a little closer. No, it's not machine quilted. This is hand quilted and hand embroidered red work. Just beautiful. This is Sandy Simlink, Burlington, Ontario. Nest is a home. You have to take a look at this from a distance to just see the intricate patterns. These little squares are no more than half an inch each, and they're so delicately and perfectly pieced. We have this pretty little flower quilted in the center, and I just want to show you how pretty the borders are. Now, I've done these before. They're piano keys. So there's a beautiful flower quilted around the border, and then those lovely little lines, piano keys. Blue Chip and Baudouin, Port Franks, Ontario. This is in the traditional category. Look how soft and pretty it is. It's a heart shape. We zoom in on it, just get a little closer. It's outlined in beads and with a cross hatch quilting and lace around the border. This is by Natalie Van Vegan, Port Alberni, Alberta. Love and Lace. Lovely orange, reds, just vibrant colors. This is Victoria Brave, de Morseville, Ontario. Big heart. And I'm just going to show you a little close-up. It's machine quilted. Look at this, very interesting. Oh, how creative. That's like if you had a heart monitor on. Isn't that cute? Now, this is a truly beautiful piece of Canadian artwork. And it is a maple leaf made of hands. It's machine appliqué, pieced and machine appliqué. And this is by Murray Smith, Ludlow, British Columbia. Now, I don't know what the BC stands for. Ludlow, BC, United Kingdom. Sisters Family Tree. Now, this one, look, I just love these stars. The blue and the lovely brown, that's complementary colors, and that's why they just complement. Well, that's why they're called complement. They're opposite on the color wheel, but they really are beautiful use of all the stars fitting together. And I was looking at this yesterday. I would love to know how she did these. This is, well, it's machine quilted, but it's perfect echo spiral. And I don't know how to do that. I'd love to learn. Again, this is third place in traditional. Deborah Stone, Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario, North Channel, Starry Night. Just amazing. Look at this one. Look at the needle turned applique birds and flowers. And these ones are delicately pieced, just very, tiny blocks, again, about 1 inch. I'll show you my hand. Didn't do my nails today, sorry. And lovely use of quilting in the white space. This is second place, and that is Ruth McLeod, London, Ontario. Celeste. This is the first place traditional. Isn't this stunning? And it's a red and white. I'm gonna get closer because you really have to see this up close. Look at the applique and embroidery work on this. And the machine embroidery in the background is very, very tiny, spaced, lovely, appropriate just for the design. It's really pretty. And oh, look at the border. These pretty thread painted stems and leaves. And then that's these ones, but look at the feathers as well worked in. That's beautiful. This is Judie Garden, Coburg, Ontario, Maze of Vines and Roses. I just want to show you these really unique three-dimensional quilts. Her name is Ruth Ann Berry, and she showed us how she designs them. And just wanted to show you how very unique these are. The quiltstore.ca, they have lots of notions here. Oh, look at those pretty Christmas. Oh, there's Christmas all year. You can never get enough Christmas. Ah, what are these guys doing? There's some beautiful appliques back there. That's so cute. I think you could, look at how pretty that is. All right, this is the fabric shop, the Wee Fabric Shop. This one's the New Brunswick shop. I just bought some beautiful fabrics here earlier. People get to play here, so if you're interested, you can come and try and play. Oh, there's Judie over there. Hello. I spent another $100. Yes. What would you find? Oh, it was a Christmas collection of fat quarters. Carola's Quilt Shop. Look at the pretty quilts they have on display here, and they've got some lovely pre-cuts. I'm just going to step into this one and show you some of these quilts because I didn't look at them earlier, and they're so beautiful. These are the display. Look, there's a nativity scene. This one, I love the feathers in it. You see that? I'm just going to zoom in so you can see the feathers. Isn't that beautiful? Look at these beautiful threads. They have wool, they have cottons, they have cotton, acrylic wool blends. They have a pearl cotton type of product. And I have a few of these in my own bag. And this is Meerkat Shway Shway, which is a beautiful type of African fabric. Oh my word, look at that. That one on the back wall. I love the deer. I gotta get a close up of the deer. Gorgeous. This lovely bright quilt has many half square triangles, pinwheels, flying geese, and it's a lovely feathered pattern around the border. This is by Ron Bedard, Ogunquit, Maine, My Halo Medallion. I just love this Ohio Star quilt. There's so many patterns, quilt stars within stars, and then there's some lovely swirls and the quilting pattern. This is by Judy Graham, Sunderland, Ontario. Just do it. Lovely. Let's look at this. Needle turned applique, machine quilted. I'm just going to show you a close-up. Garden Party, Down Under, Evelyn Morrison, Blackstock, Ontario. There is endless variety in quilt designs, from traditional to modern, and this one is clearly modern. I bet you they did some paper piecing with these. Beautiful use of the quilting on the white space. Tella Visconti, Toronto, When the Stars Align. Beautiful quilt, this one. Very large sampler quilt. I really love this. What Frank Said, Carol Stanley. Now this one, you need to stand back from to really appreciate this cascade of color. Lovely quilting. Donna Goddor, Trenton, Ontario, Petite Hunter Star. All right, this is another applique, and it's huge. And it's just hard to imagine how many hours of loving stitches are put into this by the quilter. And look at the beautiful star and the heart shapes around the center of it. Just going to give you a close-up of that. Isn't that beautiful? This category is, again, patterns, books, magazines, and social media again. But just look at each one of these and the beautiful use of the quilting and the white space behind, and you know how the quilting complements the applique. Karen Greaves, Ignis, Ontario, Happiness Blooms. Hexies, big hexies. Aren't they lovely colors? And they're all pieced. See, each one is pieced. It's a big hexie within hexies. They're so pretty. Those are hard to do, you know, those 8-sided, those 6-sided hexies. And this is Kathy Tom, Hexagon Rainbow Quilt. Now this one has such delicate, I'm going to show you the whole quilt, and then I'm going to just zoom in so you can see the detail in these tiny 9-patch. See how small they are. They're less than an inch each. And I want to show you how lovely this hand, well, I think it's needle turned applique on these applique patches. The stippling in the background, you see it? It makes the applique just pop. It just looks three-dimensional. And there's so many here, it's hard to take in. Joan Robinson, St. Mary's, Ontario, Afternoon Delight. And this is third place in the category. This is a very creative, beautiful use of all these little half-square triangles. I'm afraid I only got the edge of the quilt, but you can see how lovely the colors are and the beautiful quilting that is in the white space there in the triangles. Now this is second place in Patterns and Books Bid Quilts, Triangle Star by Darlene Roger. Standing back, it's hard to imagine how many tiny pieces. This is a hexi quilt. So let me just zoom in here. Each one of these tiny little patches, and they're no bigger than an inch each, are stitched together to create this stunning creation. First place, Ruth Wilson, Lombardy, Ontario, hexi quilt. Well, it's obviously a hexi quilt, but does she say how many hexies are in it? It doesn't say. There's got to be thousands. This is a test. I looked dreadful this morning, and we had
I look good.
Judie looks fabulous, but I'm not going to show her over there in her nightie.
With my boobs hanging.
Yeah, like that's, you know, I'm working on it.
I see you. That's awesome. Congratulations. Turn the ribbon around so I can see it. Oh.
All right, so yeah, Judie's here. This is her quilt that she's won an award of excellence on. Totally surprised.
Yes,
So
I would have been very happy just to have it displayed here, let alone winning something.
So tell me about the techniques you used.
The techniques, it is paper pieced, and one of the particular challenges, I don't know if you can see here, is joining these sections in here, because you have 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, very tight with a
Five,
lot of
6,
seams. And how do you do
8,
that?
9.
I'm gonna-
Carefully,
Yes,
very carefully. If you want to take a close-see of it later on, you
I
can
will.
see.
Yeah.
But that was the challenge of it.
Okay.
And it's done in 4 big pieces, or 6 pieces.
Okay.
The quilting technique, it's double batted with wool. The quilting technique is just a straight ruler. And I didn't do a lot of marking on the quilt because I hate taking marks off.
I hear you.
So basically I just followed the lines, did 1 mark here, and then worked from there as I went around.
Nice.
Now the free motion is with the regulator off.
And if you've ever done any free motion, you will know how hard that is. And she's like colored just completely inside the lines.
Yeah, well, there's some little...
Very tiny, beautiful scroll work.
Thank you. It's just having fun. It's not work when it's fun.
Right. Are there batiks?
These are batiks.
Is it a collection?
It is it's Island Batiks.
Mm-hmm.
And it's another one as well. I can't remember. All batiks are beautiful and they all go together.
Right.
So that's basically why I love batiks.
You have a story behind, this was a kit. Or no, it was a kit, it was a pattern.
I was testing the pattern for Tamaranus, And I emailed back and forth to Tammy quite a bit because I was having a hard time piecing some of these in. It wasn't big enough. So fixed the pattern up for her, and it's I don't know how popular it is, but I love doing it.
Where can you get?
Her.
Oh, I'll take a picture of
site,
that.
Yeah. Her name is Tammy Silvers from Tamarinus, and she has other designs as well.
Mm-hmm.
She does really interesting paper piecing with very
Delicate
distinct
lines.
lines in it. And they're a challenge, but they're fun to do.
Awesome.
If you want to challenge yourself, that's really what you want to do.
Right. So I'm going to get it. Well, I have a shot of you. I have a picture of you with this that I
Yes.
took yesterday.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
All good.
Yeah. Beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
There's one last shot of Judie's beautiful quilt, just so you get a nice overall view of it. It's called Sparklers. This one could almost qualify as modern, but look at how beautiful those stars are. I'm just going to show you a little close-up and how delicately pieced they are. That's like a takeoff of a pineapple design right here. And we have Sashiko with the long white stitches. Beautiful fabric painting around the points of the stars. Peter Byrne, umbilical. We've seen a lot of Peter's work here today. It's gorgeous. One, I know the lady, I know the quilter who has done this one. This is Lorette Cole, and she does the most stunning applique with wool. All her quilts are stunning, but just look at the detail in these. Aren't these beautiful? Now, Lorette owns a quilt shop in New Brunswick. Spruce It Up, I think it's called. Lorette Cole, Upper Cape, New Brunswick, of a feather. And she's won an award of excellence. Look at the colors and how these blend together. Isn't that stunning?
This star pattern is called a lone star.
Wendy Anderson, Tavistock, Ontario, Starburst. Look at this beautiful little fox, and you can just, his eyes, the quilter has just captured these animals, the look of, I'm not sure if it's fear, curiosity. It just looks so realistic. Let me get a little close up. So it's raw edged fabric piecing. They're very little tiny bits that again are probably fused on. And we have whiskers in thread. This has won an award of excellence, and it's Barbara Thurston, Calgary, Alberta, Curious Luna. This one is so much fun. It's a carousel with realistic zebras. Isn't that fun? Now I want to show you, this is paper. No, it's actually stitched to fly screen. And if you look, you see some beautiful thread drawing, like in the ears and the mane, and I think that's probably fabric painting. This is Sue Sherman, Newmarket, Ontario, Habitat Merry-Go-Round. Can you tell me about how you made this? And what's your name? Yeah.
I'm Sue Sherman.
Nice to meet you. I'm Valerie. So tell me, just if you don't mind, tell me a little bit.
Well, it's made by painting with thickened dyes on white cotton.
Nice.
So it started out as just a big sheet of white cotton, and I drew the images and
That's beautiful.
Applied the dye with a paintbrush.
Yeah?
And then after it was washed out, I quilted it and then cut really close to the edge
Right.
and finished with matte medium.
So it's actually attached to is it fly screen?
Yeah, it's the kind of screen you use in your windows and doors.
Yeah, well, it's really creative. And there's some really pretty, I think you call it thread painting in the...
It's all quilting. If
Yes.
you look at the back,
Yep.
all of that stitching goes all the way through.
Let me see. Oh, how nice. How cool. Was that what, do you just do it on a domestic machine?
I do it on, I have a Bernina Q20 that's configured as a sit-down long arm machine.
Nice, nice. And what gave you the idea? Well, I know I read this, and it's because of the zebras, and are they endangered, or they?
No, not these ones. These are common zebras, but just the habitat in general
Is endangered, yes.
It gets it gets reduced, but it also gets cut up so that they can't bloom as freely as they used to.
Okay. Yeah. What gave you the idea of putting them on the carousel? They just
Not sure.
not sure.
It came after the one I did that had all animals on unusual geometric shapes.
Okay.
Sue is talking about this breathtaking best of show quilt from the 2023 Quilt Canada show in Halifax.
Yeah.
And then I thought I might try one just with all
Well,
animals.
I
at the
love it.
same
It's very creative.
time.
Yeah. It's another abstract and improvisational, and it has an award of excellence. Diane, again, Provost, Quebec, Montreal, Quebec, hit or miss. These are all diamonds, beautiful blues. This is an excellence award. Peter Byrne, Fractured. Now this is a beautiful example of so many elements that can come together in an art quilt. All quilts are not for beds. We have this very delicate mesh, and I think that's denim with ripped, and these beautiful sunflowers. They're kind of three-dimensional. Award of excellence. Millie Cumming, Fergus, Ontario, Feeling Blue. This one is, you just have to see it to believe it. Look at the detail now. I know it's like a monochromatic, but it's a very soft and lovely blue, and I'm just going to show you the detail. This is negative applique. Look at each one. So the blue is like a solid piece of fabric, and the white is appliqued on top. And this is, I believe, entirely all needle turned applique, hand quilted. And then you have just the hand quilting in this tiny little sashing. And you can see how tiny and fine it is. Look at this beautiful binding, the border. It is a board of excellence. This is by Celeste Compiègne, Elora, Ontario, Dutch Treat.
This beautiful art quilt has hand-dyed wools, specialty threads, personalized blocks. The quilter says it represents her farm and love of outdoors. It has won the Excellence by an Ontario quilt maker. This is Fall on the Farm by Jennifer Matthews Jameson, Plimpton, Wyoming, Ontario.
Look at the way the colors phase, like transition around the border and in these fine little points. It's probably all paper pieced. Stunning. And there's these really pretty little rhinestones. And look at the quilting. Can you see it? Someone an award of excellence. And this is Christina Miller. It's a Chamos BC, Aurora. So look how pretty this is. And we've got pieced work and machine quilting. This was third place. Quilted jacket, Tanis Baldwin, Regina, Saskatchewan. There's not many in this category, I don't think. This is called Wearables, and look at this is a quilted jacket. And this was second place. Terry Rowland, African Vibe and more. You can just see the beautiful piecing and fabrics that were chosen. I love the nice high collar. Look how creative this is. Lawn chairs. Who would think? Now, do you realize how much in detail you have to study your lawn chairs to recreate that? Every one of us just knows what it's like to sit in one of those, the way the straps kind of stretch, and just beautiful. And it is machine quilted, and it's received a Judge's Choice Award. That's Ellen Meeker, Traverse City, Michigan. Chairs, gorgeous three-dimensional. I just have to show you off to the side. These fabric leaves. And let's just get a little closer. They're like interfaced, stiff, and then thread painted. And the realistic little holes where bugs have been eating the holes in the leaves, they look like fall leaves, like they would have already fallen off the tree. And this is the Judge's Choice, Mary Mackenzie, Port Dover, Ontario, Wabi Sabi. I want to show you how nicely they have the quilts displayed there. There's plenty of room in between because it does get very crowded here. It's a space in between, and then just accordion pattern. This is a type of crazy quilt. Isn't that cute? Beautiful colors, pinks, blues, yellows, Jackie White, Manitowoc, Ontario, outside the box. This is still the modern category. Look at this. I just love these. They're a deep midnight navy blue in the back. I came out at a 47, a coming out story in Braille. Bill Stearman. This is another one that's really fascinating when you stand back from it. I really enjoy how it goes from black and then transitions into the light gray. And the pink and blue on the rings, the broken rings, very creative. The colors just really work. Again, Bill Stearman, Fix the Village, Trans Rights or Human Rights. Look at how cute that is. It's called AI. Some of these you got to stand back. This is my sister Judie stepped in. Did you break the bank? Did you buy many? Not much damage?
Good. You know that big prize I won?
Yes. It's gone. It's spent. Oh, well, hey, that's all right. She won $1,000 on that gorgeous quilt. I'm just going to show you. Yeah. So I'm just doing the moderns right now. This one is by Linda Hutchison, Burlington, Ontario. AI, promising or perilous? That's modern. We're still in the modern category. Look at this. This orange one has little fish. Isn't that cute? Letter to my 13-year-old self. This one, oh, look how pretty this is. Again, you have to stand back to see the pattern. See the inside stars? And it's like a very interesting use of an Irish chain. The large black squares are an Irish chain, and then we have the stars in the middle. And very intriguing use of the colors, like those mauves and kind of brick tan. And then we've got like a lime green and a gold. Aaron Croker, See It Through. Very creative. And I really love it because look, the white space, the quilting matches the patchworks. Turquoise Log Cabin, Margaret Clark, Dawson Creek, British Columbia. This is another modern. It looks like a question mark. It's so cool. Just look at the creative colors in that. Elizabeth Young, Roundabout. Here we have a modern polka dot background, striped broken circles, deflating beach balls. Cool. Cindy Sherman. Now, who would think of that? Isn't that just so creative? This is in the modern category, and it has so many design elements and colorful. Dorothy Holdenmeyer, Beamsville, Ontario. Staff meeting. Now, I'm very curious. I'm intrigued by the name of the staff meeting. It must be chaos in her office. This is the Quilters Challenge for the quilt entrance. Now let me explain this. When you enter this challenge, each participant is sent a package of 5 fat quarters in the same collection. And it's up to them to design whatever they want and enter it. And here is Judie's. Isn't this creative? It's a step design with this beautiful little star hanging off it. Pieces of Petals, Judith Yorke. These can be bid on and purchased as a donation to the Guild. This beautiful one is 3rd place. This is the judge's choice. This is the 2nd place. I just love this. This one is 1st. Look at the stunning detail in this. Black and Blooms, Philip Zapp, British Columbia. I just want to take a little closer look at this because there's rhinestones and it's just a beautiful use of color. And the background white space quilting, it just makes the applique pop. Another modern and just another example of such creative use of color and design. Elizabeth Young, again, Flow. Here's another one you need to stand back from. What are these of? It really makes you think. Perfectly formed circles, very lovely technique. Very interesting color of brown. Oh, I love the wavy lines in the quilting. Lori Torsher, Indian Head Saskatchewan. Amazing circle. Look at this one. I love teal. This is one of my favorite colors. So creative. And then the reddish brown vertical lines make it pop. And the quilting, straight lines back and forth, up and down. And again, look, a nice use of some of those stitches on your sewing machine you never quite know what to do with. Peter Byrne. Love Cloud. Definitely modern. Those non-traditional colors again. Lovely quilting. Echo lines. Elizabeth Young, Sonia. It's so fascinating. And again, these are colors I would not think of, but they look so beautiful together. Cheryl Thompson, Ottawa. Intertwined. Okay, this one is another with an all-over background quilting design. Pretty use of fabric. Hope Rises. Brianna Godor, Waterloo, Ontario. This is a lovely use of, there's 4 quadrants, different colors, abstract design. Anna Kayok, Janice Reamer, Vancouver. All right, again, we're still in modern. I don't know if you can see it. It says, I see your true colors shining through. And we have a beautiful rainbow of colors. You with the sad eyes, don't be discouraged. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, look at that. Now, when you stand back, this is one that you need to stand back from just to, appreciate the way the elements interact. Every time I look at this, I see something different. The concentric circles of colors cascading out, and then we've got those beautiful stripes in the middle. This one is 3rd place in the category of modern, Janice Reimer, Vancouver, BC. Sonar. All right, this one is 2nd place in the modern category. Beautiful. It's just, that's not a pink I would pick off the shelf, but doesn't that look gorgeous with the tans and taupes in the background? And just a little bit of yellow to make it pop, and the teal. Oh, very creative. So that's pieced. Oh, look, that stitching, I believe, is called sashiko, and it's a long stitch. It looks like, I don't know if it's possibly a pearl cotton. This is Peter Bernigan, Barbie's beach blanket. Isn't that awesome? You can just see Barbie. I love it. This is another mauve and chartreuse and tan with black outline just to make it pop. Very nice use of that, the black. And this is 1st in modern. Peter Byrne, again, Vale. Congratulations, Peter. Your quilts are gorgeous. Now look at this one. I've been trying to get close to this quilt all day. It's almost closing time, so the crowds are really thinning out. It's the first time I've been able to get close enough to it. It looks like a real bookshelf. Now I'm just going to zoom in here and show you the amount of detail. Every book has, on the spine of the book, the title embroidered. I think it's machine embroidery. Isn't this just breathtaking? And it goes like from top to bottom. Every single book has the name embroidered. I'm going to stand back again so you can see it. Now I don't know if the camera can really pick up the detail on this, but it looks like a real bookshelf. Carol Chenier, Sarnia, Ontario. Reading is healing. All right, now this gorgeous lion and such pretty colors like the teal and orange and purples. And oh, look, this I think is stitched onto a black background, and then each one of these pieces, it's like you can see the black line in between. The peaches are like the pieces are raw edge and then machine quilted on, probably attached with like a double-sided bond, like heat and bond light. Lise Belanger, Trois Pistolets, Quebec. Finding strength in the lion's heart. This one is just another stunning one. These art quilts are so beautiful. This is like raw edge pieces, many placed together, and then machine quilted. Look at the white space quilting. Patricia Smith, Campbellville, Ontario, Sisters in Harmony. As the bees go, so we go. Let's take a close-up. Beautiful. Machine applique, and so are now the background is all pieced with hexie. Hexies placed in pastel, very light pastel. And then we've got fabric, like the quilting is showing the stamens and pistils of the flower, and then we've got these beautiful little beads. Look at the shimmery wings of our bee. Patricia Dance, Port Alberni, British Columbia. We need bees. Look at those two characters. Aren't they just precious? They look like hawks, but who would ever think to use those colors? They're beautiful. Now, I also love the way it's like graduated, dark at the top, and then it goes light, and then it turns dark again. And the quilting really complements the piecing in these beautiful fellows. Patricia Smith, Campbellville, Ontario Vigilance. Fused applique, rouge applique, non-commercial cotton fabric. That's interesting. I've not heard that term before. Isn't this so interesting? This statement. Jordan St. James, Montreal, Quebec, birth of a new democracy. This gorgeous polar bear. We've got like thread painting and probably fabric painting for his delicate eyes and nose and ears. It looks so realistic. Let me just back out again so we can see this. Sue Sherman, Newmarket, Ontario, Ice Bear.
This would be my dream vacation, but stay with me. We have lots more quilts coming up after.
What's your name here?
My name is Sheila,
Hi.
and I've lost my voice, but I'll do my best.
That's no problem.
We're Quilters International. We're a Canadian-owned company. We've been in business 11 years, and we have the privilege of taking quilters all over the world.
Amazing.
On that postcard I gave you, there's 4 Canadian tours for next year and 4 European tours that we do. Our tours are divided in kind of half. We don't sew on our tours. We bring in people to do trunk shows and guest speakers. We visit quilt shops all along the way. And then the other half of it is obviously touring wherever you've been or
That's amazing.
where we are.
Do you, if it's international, like if it's in Europe, do you arrange all the flights as well?
No, we do not. Because
Okay.
we're international, so our customers come from all over the place.
Okay, so
we have people from New Zealand and Amsterdam and like Australia, the States, and we have quite a following in Canada, especially from out western area and Ontario. So for us to arrange the flights,
yeah,
would
that'd be
very, very
that'd be
difficult.
complicated.
It
So
would be
so you have a
complicated.
meeting point, and then you can.
Right.
Oh,
We
that
meet
sounds
at a
amazing.
specific spot over in where we're traveling.
Yes.
And then it's usually at the first hotel we're staying at, and then we take off from there.
Oh, sounds like the ultimate quilt quilt excursion.
The prices that you'll see on the website are all taxes included.
Mm-hmm.
We do show Canadian pricing and American pricing for our American friends that like to come with us.
Yeah.
And we just have a blast. We have
Oh, it
so
sounds
much
like so much fun.
So what's included? Meals, or that's on
The
your own?
hotels, all breakfasts, some lunches, some dinners. Where some are more than others. Wherever we are.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think there's like 4 dinners on a Newfoundland trip, but on another trip there might be 3. Right, just depends where we are.
Sounds like
And
fun.
we just have a lot of fun.
Now, land transportation, is that on a big bus or a smaller bus? Or?
We take a maximum of 35 people.
Okay,
So we do, for those tours, we get a big bus for a 56-seater, so people can spread out and you're not all
Good.
jammed in together.
Yep.
Some of the smaller, if we only get, because we haven't had for a while now, but if we get a smaller group, then we will reduce the size of the bus, but there's still usually lots of room for people to move around.
Wonderful. That's
Comfort is important to everyone.
And is it like a 1-week trip or
10 days.
10 days? Nice, just
Yeah,
right.
10
yeah.
days. The
yeah.
one on here, the Scotland one, is 12 days.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because we are going up to the Orkney Islands, so it takes a little bit longer to go there.
This is so unique. Look, this is like a black work. I have to get a little closer till I see how it's done. I think it's fabric painting and thread painting. And look at the outside, it's fabric painting with a delicate black thread outline. It's like a Victorian scene. Let me see what it says on the Judie Domenico, Timmins, Ontario, in Cunabula, 1501. Recreated from a line drawing painted in 1494, depicts St. Roche. This is a fun category. Look at this. This is just almost a silhouette. You see these are, oh, it's gorgeous. They're all pieced. Cheryl Thompson, Invisible, Ottawa, Ontario. How creative. So many faces. Self-portrait. Cheryl Thompson, Ottawa, Ontario. This is firemen. And I just need to read what this says. Firefighters out. Elizabeth Barr, Kinburn, Ontario, in honor of you. Look at these. Aren't these beautiful? What I really enjoy about this, see, the quilting is a beautiful, complementary to the piecing. And then you can also see you know, silhouettes of those in the background. As Meninas, Carol Stanley, Oakville, Ontario. This is the category of art depiction. And look at this gorgeous, delicately pieced. And it looks so very realistic. Third place in the category. Galina Grotto, Rosette, France, the Golden Age Nefertiti. Look at this sweet little otter. Isn't he so cute? This one has been awarded a second place. I just want to show you this face and how delicate, like how perfectly the eyes look so realistic. And the use of quilting is just beautiful. And the colors are so harmonious. Patricia Dance, Port Alberni, British Columbia, Water Dog. This is a prize winner. I love this little boy with his horse. The horse is looking back at the boy. There's sequins in his mane. And these are all just right here is striped piecing. You see it in the background, and it just gives a pastel sky. So it goes from dark at the top of the sky to light on the horizon, and it almost looks like a sunset. Cher Olson, Surrey, British Columbia, Hurry Up Slowpoke. And that came first in the art depiction category. Look at that, isn't that just jump right off the wall? Vibrant colors. Emily Trahan, Jorlet, Quebec, out of the blue. This is more of an abstract. Diane Paquin, Provost, Montreal, Quebec. Paragana in short sentences. Very interesting use of color. Abstract. Claire Hello, Laval, Quebec. Gilded Souls, Shadows and Light, Clement style. I haven't heard of that before. I'm going to have to look that up. Look at these beautiful posies. They just pop. Such a lovely use of color and quilting design. R. Leslie Forbes, Soyuz, British Columbia, Glass Fantasy. Very fascinating use of, I'm not sure, they almost look like pattern piece. Peter Byrne again, The Watcher. Now this is interesting. Minimalist, Natalie Skinner, Victoria, British Columbia, Pivot. This has an amazing number of beads in it and very colorful. Let's just see how many beads are stitched on this. Brandon Wolf, The Traveler's Mandela. Chartreuse with some orange and mauves. Teals, Judie Cruikshank, Surrey, British Columbia. Sunset Abstracted. This is another abstract. Symmetry versus Balance. Mary Fraser. This is such vibrant colors. Look at this. Just jumps right off the wall. Victoria Brave, Diamond Self. Again, so many shapes. Judy Harper, Rock Creek, British Columbia, Three Wishes. There's so many interesting pieces here. This has got such very fascinating colors. I think they're solid. And there is some machine quilting. This is hand quilted, very tiny stitches. Cindy Sherman, Hampton, Nova Scotia, Jomo. I'm not sure how you tell the difference between abstract and modern. This one strikes me as modern. It's a wall hanging, and it has an award, third place, and it is in the abstract and improvisational. Lori Torshar, Indian Head, Saskatchewan, Layered Circles. This one, I think, is my favorite in the abstract. I love the coral pinks and the graduations and just such fascinating shapes. Oh, look at the beautiful quilting designs. And a bit of sashiko as well. See, this has a second place in the abstract. Peter Byrne, Flow. So much detail on this one. And such interesting colors with the yellow that's just almost neon, and then the mauves. I think it's actually, that's the pattern of the fabric and then quilted to match. First place in abstract. Chris Coleman, Stouffville, Ontario, Playtime. Northcott. Oh, one of my favorite fabric lines. I love Northcott. It's just gorgeous. Now, they have this little, it's very fun. You give them your email address. Of course, they're going to start sending you emails, but I don't mind. I love getting emails from Northcott. And a button drop, I did this yesterday. You put the button there and it drops to the bottom and you'll win a prize. Now there's all kinds of yummy stuff in here, so cherished. They have wool fabrics. Look at them. I bought a few fat quarters from here. This is Japanese. Many years ago, my husband and I took a vacation in Hawaii, and I took him all around Honolulu on the public bus doing a fabric store crawl. He was such a good sport about it, but I had some beautiful both Hawaiian design and Japanese design patterns pattern books I bought, and I've had them for years and years and years. I just need to pull them out and give a few of them a try. The Cotton Harvest Quilt Shop. Now they've got some lovely, again, there's some lovely wool patches in there. Oh, let's go take a look. Don't you just love these colors? Now, the wools are rather expensive, but I got to tell you, you don't need a very big patch because you're making, small applique patterns like this. So you don't need very much, and a little bit goes a long way. Here's the wool thread, and you can hand embroider these. Now look at this. Some of this is like Sue Spargo. She's the leader really in this area around bringing back tremendous, gorgeous embroidery stitches. Look at that. Can you imagine? Oh, and I'm trying out, this is Baldani pearl cotton, and they also have other lines, but that's what they have here. I'm going to try a few. Let me see, what are these called? Tankalum painter threads. Look at this beautiful cabin on the lake. All of those leaves are patchwork, raw edge, and a very delicate and tiny variegated thread in the quilting. And we have these, showing the shadow of the trees on the water. And the cabin is it's a log cabin. You can just feel the logs in it. And the rocks on the shore. Yvette Sullivan, LaSalle, Ontario, Highland Lodge, Chubb Lake. Beautiful. Elaine Armstrong, Kingston, Ontario, Les Arbres Noir. This one is landscapes again. It has a very watercolor feel, and it's sailboats on a lake, and maybe it's a sunset because it's beautiful orange. Judie Cruikshank, Surrey, British Columbia. Red Sky at Night. I'm right. It was a sunset. This is thread painting. Every color is a stitch, very tightly stitched together. It's like snow on a branch. Maggie Vanderwhite, Guelph, Ontario, Winter Fruit. Look at the chairs. Isn't this fascinating? And each one has a appreciation, courage, compassion, humor, serenity, acceptance, generosity, love. Maggie Vanderwhite, Guelph, Ontario, mercy in this world. Stand back for this one. This is chairs again, but it looks like fabric screening. I think it's, see that? See the delicate detail in that? Let me see what, and then there's straight line quilting. Maggie Vanderwhite, Guelph, Ontario, spirit chairs, ancestors. It's a collection of doors. So pretty. Let's take a look. Pieced, yes, all pieced. And then really interesting wavy lines for the quilting. Judie Kelly, St. John's, Newfoundland, Doors Across Canada. Onto a category called landscapes, and I just love this one. It's you can just feel the rain on the wet pavement. Lamp lights in the gloaming. R. Leslie Forbes, Osoyoos, British Columbia. Pretty vases, and look at the pretty quilting in it with a free motion quilting. Oh, and there's sashiko and some hand embroidery. This is second place in landscapes. Peter Byrne and Celeste Campion, Toronto, Ontario, called Vase. It's so pretty. Look, are these poppies? That's a seascape, and you can see the trees on the headland off in the distance, and I don't know, it feels like a sunrise to me. There's raw edge applique, machine applique delicately along the edge. It's Deborah Scongrady, Edmonton, Alberta, Salish Sea. Amazing miniature.
It's almost like a square around the world, but look at how tiny they are. They're 1/4 of an inch squares. And this is Karen Graves, Ignance, Ontario. Bloomin' mini patches. I just love this. When you stand back from this, I don't know if it's my companion here, the lovely lady I found, she's just showing us the scale of this. And it is just stunning because I hope the camera can show it, because when you look at this, you would not believe this was a flat. Thank you. And it looks so so convincingly three-dimensional. It's just stunning. It's 3rd place. Betty Sunderland 3D cubes. Beautiful little miniature. Look at this. This is 2nd place. Look at those tiny, tiny little flying geese. There's a noise going on in the background, but I got to meet Judie for lunch, so I don't want to miss any of these before I run out. Thelma Robbins, Ottawa, Ontario, weaving geese. Wow, so delicate, so pretty. You have to see this. It's about 12 by 12. Look, this is a miniatures category. You just look at the tiny pieces and how intricate and perfectly pieced they are. And it's so sweet. Blue Hawaii by Thelma Robbins, Ottawa, Ontario. This is a lovely Hawaiian technique, only with more modern batiks. Tulip vases, Orisia Waslesko, Calgary, Alberta. This one is a beautiful use of such soft colors, serene colors. Wouldn't this be beautiful hanging on your wall? A beautiful village scene. Benna, Luxton, North Vancouver, BC. I'm home. This is a very creative takeoff of a Baltimore, I think, in my opinion, and it's also like almost a whole cloth quilted in the center. And this is where you don't have any piecing or applique. You use the whole cloth to show the quilting technique. I believe the applique is needle turned applique by hand, and a lovely background white space quilt. Heather Jarman, Kitchener, Ontario, revising my memories of Morris. This one is a beautiful Baltimore design. Needle turned applique. Look at the bunnies, aren't they so sweet? Beautiful designs, and I just love the color of the fabric choices and how they work together. Brenda Godden, Innisfil, Ontario, Baltimore bunnies. Another gorgeous Baltimore. Look at this. Look at this. This one you have to stand back from to really appreciate. I want to show you this delicate and beautiful machine quilting as well as the applique piecing. It's beautiful. The use of colors in this, they are so harmonious. It almost feels like autumn. Robin Jeffrey, Cavan, Ontario, Flourish on the Vine. We have here a red, black, and white. Oh, lovely quilting with circles and swirls. Audrey Tomic, Belleville, Ontario. You see what? One of the few Christmas themes here. Isn't this pretty? Lovely greenish. Crimson Tweed My Way, Kathy McKinnon, Guelph, Ontario. Look at this stunning design. Isn't this gorgeous? What a beautiful use of fabric to paint this beautiful woman. And you can just see the lovely dress. This is so artistic. Terry Smith, Greeley, Ontario. Tamara de Limpica, Jeune Fille en Vert. Look at this pretty little thing in the mauves and purples with kind of a starburst quilt pattern. Brianna Godor, Waterloo, Ontario. It's called Drip. Let's look at it. Look at the drip. It's like a drip of water. Isn't that pretty? Lots of little elements in this one. Look at this pretty thing. Carol Stanley, Oakville, Ontario. Rocky and the Koi. I like this. Look at the echo stitch. It's almost like a dominoes in colors. Shirley Dawson, Toronto, Ontario. Long and Winding Road. Tell me, does that look like a dominoes path? I think that's cute. Now look at this soft and pretty design with the baby colors. Is it a baby quilt? I think it might be a child's quilt. We've got some gorgeous pastels in here. Oh, look, there's honeybees, a little wee owl. There's a wheelbarrow of flowers. Look at the pretty, I love these kind of crosshatch designs in the border. Oh, Lorette Cole, Upper Cape, New Brunswick. Owl and Hair Hollow. I know Lorette well, and she's done a gorgeous job on this. Another Baltimore Star. Lovely
needle turned applique, and hand quilting, which is becoming much more rare than it used to. None of us have time, but it's such beautiful work, you know, with machine, but it's so lovely to see something that's hand stitched. Third place, Barbara Baker, Beyond the Cherry Tree. This is a large quilt, beautiful use of colors again. Oh, what's the name of this? I'll think of it. I'll look it up later. Look how beautiful the cascade, the half circle stitching is. And I want to show you the beautiful quilting around the border. Combination of piecing and quilting. Long time gone, Kathy Harnish, second place in this category. A stunning design. I just love the cardinals and the birds, and it's just, I'm not sure if that's fussy cut or fabric painting. Look at the hand-stitched rosettes in the holly. Oh, I love these owls. This one is gorgeous. This one took first place, and it's Joan McGuire, Sarnia, Ontario, Audubon Christmas. Well, it is just beyond. Look at the quilting in the background is quilted the branches in, and there is, I think that's hand embroidery in a chain stitched. Just lovely.
Here's a little peek at the treasures we bought at the show, but stay tuned. The best of show is coming right up after.
And you hand stitch with these.
It's hand stitch. You hand stitch.
And you get 50% off.
And I got 50% off.
Nice. Oh, look at that. It's a paisley and a beautiful
It's
tan.
a Henry glass.
Oh, isn't that pretty? Yes. Okay, well, that's very pretty. I like that. I think Jack would like a scarf made out of that, wouldn't he? He's a black lab. He's beautiful.
Oh, yeah, he's confident in his malehood. So 28 millimeters. Oh, look, they got little engraving on them.
Most threads are around a 50 weight, like your standard
Yes.
sewing threads. So these are very fine. Oh, they look very nice. Yeah. My prize. Last year, Judie won well, it was 2 years ago we were in Halifax, and you won the Fat Quarter collection. Yeah, Kerplunk, and I won. Now, at dinner last night, they gave us a Fat Quarter. Snag Magic.
Pull it through like
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
If you had a thread here, it
It
would go
just
in
goes
here.
right through, and it just speeds the whole process up.
Yeah.
Beautiful Japanese prints.
Just-
Yeah, so this wasn't a collection. I just went around in their Fat Quarters and picked out selected what I liked. It's a light strip, and you plug it into a USB and then just plug it into an outlet. That lights up the whole like where you're stitching, and it's just amazing. Okay, now this was my total impulse purchase. Like nothing else here was an impulse purchase. This was the Quiltatious that you were just showing me, and it's a collection, and they said it was. He told me it was, I think, from Denmark. These are my acrylic wool blend.
Yes.
I'm going to try them in my sewing machine.
Yep.
Now
They're
look.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
Look at- oh my God, isn't that cute?
Yeah, we got teddies, and oh yeah. I love the soft pastels. I'm standing beside the Best in Show quilt at this year's Canadian Quilters Association. And I'm going to just show it from a distance here. It's a wall hanging. And we'll look at it's so gorgeous. That's raw edge applique. There's actually ribbon and beads. There's fabric painting. The branches are quilted on. There have been such terrible fires in so many places. Canada, the United States, the world. And this is just showing the progression from the forest, just a huge blaze, the devastation afterwards. And a few years later, there's life and growth. Beautiful Best in Show ribbon made by Wanda Lumsden, Chilliwack, British Columbia, after the fires. It's been a great visit here this year. No way to express how beautiful these quilts are. Well, we've had an amazing trip here to the Canadian Quilters Association National Show in Toronto, Canada. We are on our way home today. Enjoying breakfast on the patio, and
It was a lovely time. Thank you, CQA. You've done an amazing job.
Yes.